Hello, fellow seekers. Sally the Seeker here. I hope you all are doing fine. Just when we thought things were going to settle down a little for Sarah Boone, she got this 7th attorney, Mr. Hobson. I just thought it would be lucky 7. 7's the charm. And it looked like he was working on getting an expert to come in and testify against battered spouse syndrome for her. So I felt like, okay, she ought to be pretty happy with this. But guess what? She's not happy with Mr. Hobson. So now, guess what? She has pinned another letter to the judge, which is now, it's a new one. And I have the letter, I have the letter up. And I have to apologize. You'll probably notice that sometimes when I do videos, this stuff, I don't know why, it has this jumping stuff in front of it's like some sort of light is going on, but I have all the lights out. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't, but it's doing it today. But I brought it up, the letter, so you could see it. But if it's bugging you too much, I will try to read it clearly enough that you can understand it. But look, we got Sarah Boone is going to be like Darrell. She's going to be the gift that keeps on giving because now her trial has been moved out to May. But let's get on with this most recent letter dated January 19th of this year. And it was received, stamped by the judge or the clerk, whomever, on just the 24th. So this is the new judge. His name is Michael S. Kraynick, it looks like. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all should get your popcorn, whatever. Sit back. So Sarah starts out. Honorable Judge Kraynick. Finally, a new judge. It's strange how the Lord works, as I was in the process of trying to disqualify Wooten. Remember, she had Judge Wooten before. After being my judge 4 years and me still incarcerated with nothing to show other than 7 different attorneys, not by choice. Well, you know what, Sarah? If you can't afford them, you're going to get what you get. And if you haven't liked 7 of them, I don't think it's ever going to work for you. Excuse me. That's just, I think there was one maybe she did pay for. I don't know. So, other than the 7 different attorneys, not by choice, news clips of me walking in and out of the courtrooms and everything relative to my case permitted to be slathered on the global internet and in which I have not seen myself. Well, if she hasn't seen it herself, how does she know it's there? And why does she think that this new judge is going to be able to stop what the news people do? I don't get it. There is no way she's ever going to be pleased with anyone. So I don't know why not. Go on and defend yourself, Sarah Suitcase. Okay, so here we go. Oops, let me make sure y'all can see it too. And like I said, I apologize for the way the light is jumping around. Okay. I felt he was the ticket holder to my overly hyped, illicitly distributed, misconstrued criminal case. I guess she doesn't like to be called criminal, but I'm thinking when you zip up the suitcase, somebody perishes under that situation that probably is a little criminal. Oh well. Criminal case, and great reason I am still here. Again, ongoing 4 years and 7 attorneys later. Not by choice. See, I think she's really starting off too much with a big bang with this new judge. I don't know how she thinks this is going to be good for her. See my letter dated 6/29/23 on clerk's website. I bet the judge can't wait to read her correspondence. While still waiting to properly elucidate the court. I think I pronounced that right. If I didn't, pardon me. I am an English major, but sometimes I even get it messed up. Public and world. I'm sorry, let me start that again. Okay. Public and world, and after whatever the dysfunction was in the attendance part of my most recent PTC status hearing, which I am trying to ensure my automatic attendance. Futuristically, please see my draft motion included. Oh, I guess we're going to see that too. I am still trying to have my attorney submit on my behalf. Oh, so she's made a draft motion that she is waiting for Mr. Hobson to submit on her behalf. I wanted to bring to your judicial attention, dear God, Sarah, okay, your judicial attention, the following information so you and the world, okay, so this is to us too, are aware of it. Are aware it is not I who am ever delaying trial, as Wooten inappropriately me of doing in a past hearing. Especially now you have mandated a trial date to be had in May with no further continuance, leaving less than 4 months to put together and complete what should and could have been done already. What happened in all the 4 years prior? Well, I don't think it's fair for her to ask this judge. He just came on. Come on, Sarah. Give him some slack. Please see all my correspondence online. Oh, my gosh. If he's not a migraine sufferer, he will be. So here she is ticking off her list. To date, Winston E. Hobson has been my court-appointed attorney. Let me start over again. To date, Winston E. Hobson has been my court-appointed attorney for 133 days and counting. To date, Mr. Hobson has only met with me one time for a total of 3 hours, and I guess that was on November 7th, 2023. To date, no phone calls have been received by Mr. Hobson as his phone does not work properly. For further, immediate, much-needed communication to be made between client and attorney. I believe that Mr. Bankowitz's phone didn't work either. Do we see a pattern here? I mean, how much can they talk to her? I don't know. I can't believe that of all of the 7 that she's had, every single one of them have got it wrong. Like, again, I understand she deserves her day in court, but I think her, keep running off all these attorneys is wasting a little bit of time. But what do I know? I'm just, like I said, I'm nothing but a person with opinion and kind of bad technology. All right. To date, I have mailed 5 letters to Mr. Hobson trying to communicate my urgent need to speak to him. Okay, urgent need. She just wants to talk to somebody. To date, I sent 1 letter to the investigator in my case to contact Hobson to contact me and see if he can assist in correcting the phone problem. Also, to inquire when anyone is coming. To date, I feel I am not being included. There's that word. She's not being included. Poor left out Sarah. I feel I am not being included or heard or cared about in my case. Again, from the continued miscommunication, again, with Mr. Hobson, and time-consuming, undiscussed entries are being made on my behalf. The continuance I did not know about. The waiver of appearance I did not know about, along with other documents. And I am never sent copies of anything filed, so I know. Okay. I keep trying to tell him about, with no response, furthering the already massive dysfunction in my 4-year care. Well, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Okay. I was hoping in the PTC status hearing on Tuesday, January 16th of 2024, I could at least play catch up in the courtroom for 5 minutes. So many of my attorneys have done prior, including Mr. Hobson in the one court date I've had for a continuance, October 30th, 2023, to express and emphasize the need for him to communicate and schedule a second very overdue meeting. I still have not even heard from Mr. Hobson about our missed PTC status hearing. What's the status? To date, out of 133 days and counting, attorney and his client have met. To date, 3 out of now 3,192 hours, attorney and client. Oh my God, I'm going to move this up. Have discussed, is that partial? I'm sorry, Heroic. Have discussed partial general case information. To date, I still have not seen my discovery. Oh my God. Your Honor, when is the next status hearing? Please, especially since we were not at the last PTC status hearing, and especially since I am trying to communicate with my attorney in more than one way to fully maximize and utilize the minute amount of time allotted before trial. My fair, appropriate, lawful trial? Question mark. Oh my God. I swear I'm getting a headache. She gets on my nerves, guys. I am still wondering why. Though I have had to wait for 4 years for something to finally happen in my case. Ask Judge Wooten. I wonder also, was I the oldest case on his docket? Either way, I'm still here, waiting patiently. No, I don't think you are. And very excited to get this highly anticipated show on the road. Oh, it's a show, all right. That's one thing I agree with you about, Sarah. I await your overdue. I got choked up. Sorry. She makes me laugh. I await your overdue and very needed judicial direction, supervision, and intervention. Well, I don't know if she's telling him overdue. Well, I don't think she should say that to him. He's just gotten there, you know. He just got there. The man just got there, Sarah. All right. Thank you in advance, Judge Kranick. Welcome. Oh, yeah, that was a nice welcome, Sarah. Sincerely, Sarah Boone. Okay, what else does she have here? Okay, I guess this is her draft she has prepared for the judge. Okay. So, state of Florida, which is the plaintiff, is it a living, breathing human being versus Sarah Boone? Pain in the ass. Okay. So it says, motion to be included, her favorite word, motion to be included in and allowed admittance to all defendants' pretrial conferences and hearings. becomes now Defendant Sarah Boone by and through her undersigned attorney, Winston E. Hobson, respectfully requests permittance to attend all my pretrial conferences and hearings ongoing until the conclusion of my criminal case. Oh my God, people, I don't know, I just can't. Okay. So it says, per these FROP Rule 3, oh yeah, she's going to do this legal stuff. The following is stated to lawfully allow my inclusion. What the heck is that? Participation and requested admittance. 1. The trial court may hold one or more pretrial conferences to consider such matters, or will promote a fair and expeditious trial. The defendant must be present at any pretrial conference unless, let me roll this up. Okay, I'll do it again. Must be present at any pretrial conference unless the defendant's presence is waived in writing or on the record by the defendant or by the defendant's counsel with the defendant's consent. In support, the defendant alleges as follows. These pretrial conferences are for my personal, individual criminal case. Well, we didn't think they were for somebody else's. If professional YouTubers, news channels, court TV, etc., are given permission and allowed entry to the courtroom for viewing, and the judge also is allowing the conferences to be streamed live with all the court minutes uploaded to the internet and world, I, the defendant, should be included foremost. Okay. Number 2. I may not have regular, consistent updates or communication with my court-appointed attorney, and by attending all my PTCs and hearings, I will know current status, important dates, casework being completed, changes in, I think it's position, or no, changes in parties, time frames, expectations, all pertinent information. I, the defendant, have a right to know, want, and need to regarding my case. All information is important, relative, and necessary to me. Me. Okay. Let's roll up here to number 3. I am not consistently included in the certificates. Is that it? Is certificates, I guess, of service, and sent copies of any documents being filed in court regarding my case, as requested numerous times by the defendant in writing and verbally in the courtroom, neither by the judge, the court, or my attorneys. By attending my pretrial conferences, I will know what documents have been filed, need to be, and will be for and in my case. Another way I can know what is going on in my case and being worked on. Another way I can know what is going on in my case and being worked on. Oh my goodness, guys, I can't even. In complete overall support, it is my right by law as an individual defendant and inmate to be included in any and all developments made in my care. No, my care. I always say care, but she means in my case. Okay, she has a right for that. Okay, in her case. It is also my right to finally achieve success in any and even, hurts the writing. It is also my right to finally achieve success in any and every aspect possible in my case by attending and being included and my pretrial conferences and hearings. Said success can and will be accomplished fairly, faster, properly. Wherefore, the defendant, Sarah Boone, suitcase killer. Just kidding. That was being funny. Alleged suitcase killer. Respectfully ask the Honorable Court to grant my motion to be included going forward to all defendants' pretrial conferences and hearings. Oh my Lord. And there she is. There's her address, guys, if you want to write her. See, there it is. You can write Sarah Boone. Oh, so now she's written a certificate of service. Okay, she certifies. Okay, we can stop there. Okay, I don't know if we have the newest trial date, so let's go check on that. Okay, I think this is, unless these have already been shown, I think these are the newer court dates. So it looks like there's a status hearing on Friday, May 3rd, 2024 at 9 a.m. And then on Monday, May 13th, 2024, it says trial. So there that is. I don't know if there's something that's going to be shown, or I don't know, another pre-status hearing, whatever, or some sort of hearing. Who knows? But I'll bet you she's on a roll, and she's going to pen more letters, especially if she's now displeased with Attorney Hobson. I don't know what she thinks this new Judge Cranick, is going to do. And maybe he will be her savior. Maybe, maybe it'll be an answer to her prayers that somebody will finally include her. But I don't know. I know that sometimes, in other cases I've seen, they don't always bring the defendant in there. So I don't know if she has the right to be at everything, or if there's just not certain things that she's going to be there for. But, I guess if it's her right, and I don't know what to say, guys. But I think it's funny. This will be quite a show once this trial ever gets started. In the meantime, though, we can enjoy these letters of complaint from Sarah Suitcase Boone, because it is pretty funny. Like I said, I understand, but I don't know. I don't know what she thinks she's going to do. And that, Mr. Hobson, her only saving grace is going to be the battered spouse defense. And I don't think once they hear that god-awful recording that she did torturing George in the suitcase that he was supposed to be able to open with his fingers, because she left wiggle room for his fingers to unzip it, but he didn't. But we know it wasn't intentional. And of course, everybody's wrong, including her ex-husband and her son. We know all about those. Let's face it, somebody who complains that much, it's got, sometimes to say, it's not you, it's me. No, this time, Sarah, it is you, not me, or the other attorneys, or judges, whomever. But this is one crazy woman. I think that's something we can all agree upon. Well, let's see what happens, and if anything comes my way on her, I will let you know. Hope y'all are doing well. Thanks so much for supporting me. I love you. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to you. And I'll see you the next time.